today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Myers. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now Myers on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Myers. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Myers. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Following the fumble recovery, Sexton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sexton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the... Score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here. For their second drive of the game, they had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on the Myers on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And some space here. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Myers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Myers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go with McCaffrey. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Myers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Myers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try the left side. It's right. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw is Myers. To throw on second down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And here's Myers throwing on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they cite the right guard this time with holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll try the left side. Right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Wright. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7th. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Wright. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bears are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Myers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Myers. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Anderson.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Gets this to Fant.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Myers. Waiting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. Oh, he bowls over him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off play action. Sexton. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Up the middle they go. Minor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's right. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Off the play fake. Sexton rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Sexton. And this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 4th down, Sexton. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jacobson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
A give running right is Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Jacobson, he finds his man, complete. It's Ford.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 20. They'll call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
On 1st and 10, Sexton looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sexton. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sexton. That is caught by Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Sexton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Jacobson throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down, Jacobson over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall down to about the 45. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Jacobson. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
He sets to fire deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sexton. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready. 52 blue.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jacobson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Throwing to start the drive. Jacobson.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Jacobson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Throwing on 3rd and long, Jacobson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, it's right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Jacobson throwing the out route incomplete. That's 4. 7 yards there and a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Jacobson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jacobson dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Sexton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sexton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw on 2nd down. Sexton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sexton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll run with Hall.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.